A native of Paraguay, Ralph F. Antonioli has established himself as a leader in business immigration and championing disability rights. Having initially graduated from Naperville Central High School as an exchange student in 1995, he began his career as a legal assistant with the Paraguayan Department of Justice from 1996 to 2000. During this time, he completed his studies at the University of the North, Universidad del Norte, in Paraguay in 2000, earning his first professional law degree. Soon after completing this accomplishment and being admitted to practice law by the Supreme Court of Justice of Paraguay, Mr. Antonioli advanced to become an assistant prosecutor. In 2004, Mr. Antonioli finally returned to the United States, where his multilingual skills allowed him to explore the immigration law arena. As a result, he accepted a position as an immigration law clerk in Cleveland, Ohio. In 2005, Mr. Antonioli and his wife relocated to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where they lived for almost a decade, and their daughter was born. In Pittsburgh, Mr. Antonioli joined Rogers & Rogers as an immigration research associate and law clerk. During his tenure with this firm, he became a seasoned immigration professional, which allowed him to gain recognition from individual and corporate clients for his commitment and passion. Mr. Antonioli is a United States, Italy, and Paraguay citizen. He is fluent in English, Spanish, Italian, Portuguese, and Guarani. He is also familiar with French and German. While in Pittsburgh, Mr. Antonioli also continued his legal education at Duquesne University, obtaining a Master of Laws at the Thomas R. Klein School of Law in 2008. This academic achievement enabled him to take the bar exam and eventually practice law in the United States. As a qualified lawyer in Paraguay between 2009 and 2010, Mr. Antonioli and his team successfully defended a complex legal action against executives of Italy's oldest football club. In recognition of this representation and other relevant work in furtherance of the preservation and promotion of Italian prestige abroad, the President of Italy conferred the title of Knight of the Order of the Star of Italy. He remains involved in activities that promote Italian culture in the United States through the National Italian-American Bar Association, the National Italian-American Foundation, and the Italian Cultural Society of Washington, D.C. In April 2010, Mr. Antonioli's life changed dramatically. He suffered multiple brain hemorrhages, followed by many other acute conditions that left him in a coma for 6 weeks. Many experts gave him less than 1% chance of survival. Following a miraculous recovery, he was told he would never walk, much less practice law again. Because of his fighting spirit and unrelenting faith, he learned to talk and walk again. Significantly, he excelled as a legal professional with prominent law firms. Indeed, after completing the bar examination in the District of Columbia, he eventually became a licensed attorney in the United States. The entire experience changed his perspective on life and family, and he became a fighter for those who feel hopeless and face impossible mountains. Although Mr. Antonioli was told he would never work in law again, he, once more, started from scratch, this time in his beloved Chicago, where he worked for practices specializing in business immigration law. Ultimately, in 2020, he joined one of the most prestigious law firms in the world, Sidley Austin LLP, as a paralegal in its labor, employment, and immigration practice. In December 2021, he was promoted and joined the firm's Washington, D.C. office as an attorney working in its global arbitration, trade, and advocacy practice. The transition from paralegal to attorney was extraordinary. He is grateful to Sidley Austin for playing a role in changing the trajectory of his legal career. While his time in the international arbitration realm was brief, transferring to Washington, D.C. allowed Mr. Antonioli to advocate fiercely for disabled attorneys like him. Indeed, he was heavily involved in Sidley's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee, advocating for the full inclusion of disabled lawyers. Today, he continues to fight for this noble cause through the Commission on Disability Rights of the American Bar Association. Mr. Antonioli strongly believes that disabled professionals are the underestimated social group, and he is determined to alter this misplaced and outdated conception decisively. Through founding his law firm, Mr. Antonioli, the quintessential global citizen, fully embraces his passion for helping individuals and companies develop innovative business immigration strategies, ultimately allowing for uninterrupted cross-border operations. His commitment to helping others and making a tangible difference in people's lives were the primary motivations behind the vision to launch his legal practice. During the last 3 decades, Mr. Antonioli has been fully committed to excellence in everything he does. His unmatched passion has placed him in an enviable position to help others find solutions to their most complex legal challenges. Attributing his success to his tenacity and reckless faith, Mr. Antonioli remains devoted to helping individuals with disabilities find their path toward greatness. He is incredibly proud to never say no to any task, regardless of its difficulty, as he is willing to go above and beyond to find a solution that best serves his colleagues and clients. In the coming years, Mr. Antonioli hopes his story and ongoing accomplishments will continue to be a beacon of hope for others.